Hey, my Virgos. I am enjoying this today. It is a beautiful day here in Maine. It is gorgeous. I'm finally able to speak. I might cough or sniffle a few times, like right there. But back on the mend here. Really had a bad attack of the allergies this week. As it turns out, allergies can be allergies, upper respiratory, bronchial problems, can also indicate, especially if you're feeling stuck emotions like grief. And I'm going to do a video this week about grieving and grieving loss and not getting stuck, because if you're on the ascension path, that can be something that gets you swimming around in the same energy over and over again. And you're really, gonna keep attracting the same lessons in, and that's how you know you're stuck, right? So anyway, I feel like that was a big lesson for me this week. So right now, Virgo, this is for you. This is the week of June 10th through the 17th. I date them because that's the kind of world we live in, but I'm going to say to you, I have found that the titles are way more indicative of something that resonates with you than the date specific or anything, because this is not for every single Virgo. This is going to be for a group of Virgos. But if this doesn't resonate with you, please feel free to look at the other readings, check out the titles, and if something hits you between the eyes, this is what we're going for. Oh, yeah. Right? Like if you watch a reading and you're like, I'm confused by that, then the message isn't for you. Okay? All right, guys. I am going to pull a Wisdom of the Oracle card for you guys. Start off this way. It's for Virgos. See what's going on for you guys. Flexible. Oh my. What is that about, Virgos? Check that out. This is really cool. This is my first time through this deck. This is a brand new deck to me. That feels like a 19 in the tarot is a sun card. Flexible. Let's see. Adaptable. Interesting. 19 also goes to 10, which is the Wheel of Fortune, also goes to 1, which is the Fool. Or no, Magician, sorry. Teachability, open-mindedness, being adaptable without compromising what's most important. A tree's roots are solidly planted in the ground, yet its branches can bend in a hurricane, whereas a rigid structure, like the tower, would come crashing down. Consider how the tree remains supple and secure when everything around it may be in shambles. This is how you need to be right now, willing to learn new things, teachable, malleable, yet firmly grounded in who you are. So the minute I said that, I started coughing, right? Of course, that's how it works. Okay, so back to flexible. We talked about the tree's roots. In every relationship, it's important to be open to new experiences and learning new things. Letting go of rigidity is what is required right now. You don't always have to be right all the time, do you? So, that's an important lesson. Being flexible and being open to other ways of looking at things can be a real skill. And Virgos, you guys are so good at seeing detail. Oopsie, this deck is all messed up. You guys are so good at seeing details and being in the details that a lot of times you can sort of lose sight of the bigger picture, okay? And you can also lose sight of what somebody else is bringing to the table. And, you can really have a good sense. And listen, it's a gift. You guys have a gift. Don't forget to allow other people to use their gifts too, okay? So let's see what's going on for you, Virgo. I'm going to do a little spread here. We'll go deeper as we always do in the extended, but let's see what's going on for you guys. What is going on for you guys? All right, my darlings. Woo! All right. Moon. This can be about illusion, self-deception, deep feelings that you may not be allowing to come up, or feeling heartbroken, or feeling things you're not used to feeling, right? Because here you are, Queen of Swords. That's what you're coming up as. Your card is coming up as a Queen of Swords. I'm not feeling nothing. Situation is the world. So endings and new beginnings, this can be hard. You be flexible about, like, when things end, sometimes things just end. And sometimes new things are coming in. God sometimes has a way of cleaning the slate, clearing your life. And maybe you don't want some of that stuff to go, but there's new things coming in. He or she is clearing space, making space for something else to come in. Opportunity, 10 of Pentacles, something that is going to be a possible life partner, a possible, real stable relationship, very stable, coming at you, some real communication. This is also the arrows of love. This is Cupid's arrows. Okay, so that's coming right at you. All right, you might not be fully transformed out of another situation yet. This moon, this is where I got the heartbreak from. I feel like this is something you might have hidden because Queen of Swords, she's not telling you that, oh, my heart is broken. She's not Queen of Cups. Queen of Swords is like, excuse me? I'm sorry, I don't think I heard you correctly, right? That's Queen of Swords. Very much, on guard, right? In this deck, she actually looks like she's holding a shotgun, doesn't she? That's a scary Queen of Swords in my view. And I have a lot of air in my chart, but woo, that's like, okay. So you might be on guard a little bit, needing that flexibility lesson because something is leaving your life and something new is coming in. And that change can be really hard for you here. I can see that. And I feel like what's underneath the surface is, you have some real pain and some real feelings, some real sadness, even some real fear around change and, endings of things, even if they're positive, moving towards something positive, even so, it's like, there's plenty of people who are afraid of commitment, afraid of even positive change because that means something else is going away. And there's plenty of us who are like, I want to keep everything I have and then I want to bring new stuff in. You know what that's called? That's called hoarding. Necessarily purging in your life is necessary to the growth of the human being. When you hoard, when you pile stuff on, it's only good for mushrooms, right? To pile stuff on top of them. That's how they grow. But for the rest of us, for human beings, we need to breathe. Things need to come in and go, come in your life and go like the tides, right? And that is what the moon talks about. The moon is responsible for the tides, responsible for cycles, the monthly cycles, responsible for feminine cycles, responsible for the cycle of life, right? The moon is like the timekeeper of our experience. And if you keep everything, if you won't let things go, there's not a lot of space for new stuff to come in. Okay? And so you could be a little bit angry about this transformation. Knight of Swords, you could feel it's a little fast. Okay? And, here's an Ace of Wands. Somebody's offering you an Ace of Wands. You could be like, right? This feels burdensome all of a sudden. A lot of talking. Oh my goodness. All of a sudden there's a life partner in my face and everything like that. And I feel like what needs to happen is you need to go back and metabolize some of these feelings and fears and then be flexible because the new person has new things to bring to you. When something or somebody leaves your life, there's a reason for that. The cycle is over. Okay, the cycle is over. You could be leaving behind a water sign, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. You could be moving into a cycle of something with an air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. I feel like it might be a little fast. This is some fast moving energy, okay? I feel like it might be maybe too fast for you, and that's what the problem is. But this is a full-on transformation, and I see this Ace of Wands, and I've said this before, as like a giant matchstick. It's ready to light the fuse. The fuse is about to be lit. Okay, Virgo? Ready or not, the fuse is about to be lit. So being flexible and doing the work here, and also going through your old feelings and dealing with baggage or dealing what you might need to work on, is something that you need to work on. Okay? All right. So we're going to keep going on this. I'm going to see what is coming in for you, what is on your plate, what's coming forward, and how you might deal with it. Okay? Link is below for you, Virgo. This is your weekly, June 10th through the 17th. I'll see you over there.